Hey everybody, it's Jack and Dan. Jack's been super busy getting some tests done here before his winter break. We're going to be heading off to Florida, doing all that kind of stuff, doing lots of awesome videos about our fun there. I want to do a quick update on this Devil's Ivy plant, Cap's tank basically. We introduced him a few weeks back. And this tank's actually doing very well. The bamboo's doing awesome. The ivy's doing awesome. We're getting a lot of growth. New growth on a lot of these branches. You could see a lot of these new, these new leaves are coming down here, doing really good, growing lots and lots of roots. The problem is it's getting a little bit cloudy. It's been doing very well with no filtration, no water changes. Really awesome. We do have some substrate here, as you can see, with the gravel and sand. Not a lot, but a pretty decent amount. We didn't put any substrate on the bottom. We just have the light shining through, some rocks. It's been doing really good. The problem is this time of year, this is where we keep the real big wood burner. And so this room at night, because that's when I fire it up to get through the night, gets really hot. And I think it's causing a little bit too much bacteria growth. The temperature has been going up really high. And it might not have been the best room to put this in, but this is the room I really wanted it in. So we do turn the fans on and we distribute the heat, but the problem, and it doesn't seem to affect the Cap. He seems to be fine no matter what the temperature is. He's doing really well. He looks good. He's doing awesome. And the snails love it. The snails are getting huge. They're just eating all the little areas of the pothos that have kind of died and decayed off. They're eating those up. And as you can see, like I said, the roots are spreading out. The roots on the bamboo are spreading out. It's doing really good. What I decided is possibly because of the extra heat in here, it just might be a little too much. I don't want to have to keep doing water changes throughout the whole winter like this. So I decided I would try a little bit of a sponge filter. I've never used this kind before, and so I thought I would try it out. It seems pretty simple. Basically, it's just a little double sponge filter. I've used little old sponge filters in the past, but I've never really used anything like this. I'm not a huge fan of suction cups because, quite honestly, suction cups never really seem to last. It's just one of those little pet peeves of mine. But I'm going to try it out. I'm going to do a little water change on this, and I'm going to hook this up, and I'll come back in about 24 hours or so, and I'm going to see how it's working. I think it'll help kind of keep things a little cool. And if in the summer, when I got the doors and windows open and the tank cools off in that in the summer or the spring or the fall, and I don't need it, I'll probably just turn it down or turn it off. But yeah, it's doing really good. We're going to be adding some other tanks, as we said, and we're going to be putting some other guys down here, and hopefully maybe even trying to breed Cap. And that's why we're going to have some extra tanks here for a female or more than one female. And then possibly, if they end up having babies in here and he has to be taken out if he doesn't behave himself, then, we'll have an extra tank for him too. So we're going to be working on all of this basically once we get all of Jack's stuff done. So I'm going to hook this up. We'll come back and check it a little bit. We'll see how it's going. All right, so I took almost all the water out because it was pretty nasty. Still left some in. I'm going to be replacing it. Basically, this thing just pops together. It's super simple. It's basically just like a sponge filter, but it sticks on the back of the glass, and the air comes through this tube on the top there, and as it goes up this chute and comes out, it draws the water to go through these little sponges. And these are really cool here. I'll kind of show you while I'm holding the camera here. These come off, and there's just these little things here. And then, of course, they have a lot of surface area because of all the nooks and crannies. So I'm going to throw this on the back, hook it up to a little tube, fill it back up. That's just the light in the tank. Obviously way brighter because the water's more clear. The cool part is the filter kind of fits behind the little bamboo vase, and so you really can't see it. You can see the bubbling at the top. The noise is a little annoying just because it was pretty much perfectly silent before, but I expected there to be some bubbling. My only concern is whether or not the suction cups stay. Again, I find that quite annoying. I'm going to check on this in about 24 hours. We're going to see how it looks. We're going to see if the plants are still doing good and if the water's still doing good. I think it's definitely going to help. We'll see. All right, guys, it's been about 20 hours since I hooked this up. And again, I know I did a water change, but this water was really bad, even though I only left a little bit. When I woke up this morning, I checked this tank, but I wanted to give it more time throughout the day. It was crystal clear when I woke up this morning. This little pump is doing a fantastic job. Well, I shouldn't say pump, little filter. It's basically a sponge filter, it's just a little different design, this Elite. I will put a link in the description. I think this thing's really, really cool. I never really used one before. I went up to Best in Pets like I pretty much do for everything. And the same guy that we did the video with, and I'll put a link in the description of them too. Great LFS, we love it. They really do great. They have a great website and great people. He suggested it. He said, hey, it'll stick on the back. It'll go right behind you. You can barely see it. As you can tell here, it goes right behind the bamboo pot, and then the pole sticking up goes right behind the middle piece of bamboo. It's almost like you can't even see it on there. Does a little bit of bubbling. I could probably put a little manifold on this and turn the bubbling down a little bit, just because it just doesn't need to be that powerful. But I'll kind of wait and see. There's nothing really splashing out the top. If I start to notice, that, I might turn it down a little bit. Otherwise, it'll be okay. Cap seems to like it. He's right here, actually. He's doing awesome. Look at him hanging out there. What's up, buddy? He's like, where's my pellet, dude? He's so cool. We love him. As you can see, all the plants are doing really well. All the snails are doing really well. Look at this guy munching away on this plant. These snails are, some of them are almost twice the size as they were when we put them in here. So this tank's doing really, really good. I'm hoping that this filter helps really kind of keep these plants more alive, grow more roots, do a little better, and continue on the way that they were heading before we started making it so hot in this room. And in addition, then we're going to start working on this shelf and getting some other things going after the holidays here and after we finish Jack's project. But I just want to do a quick update to show you guys. I'll turn off this light here just so you could see. Yeah, you can see clear through. Look at the paintings. I mean, you couldn't even hardly see them before. So I'm really super impressed with this. I think that this was an awesome filter. I mean, it's like 18 bucks. I didn't think that was bad at all. Probably pretty much lasts forever. You can get sponge replacements for $4 or $5 or something like that, which, I don't know, I've had sponge filters before. Sponges last me a long time. Just rinse them out and stuff. So anyway, make sure you subscribe so you can see future videos, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of those when they come out. We pretty much do fish tanks every Friday. It's kind of like Fish Tank Friday. We do Wellness Wednesday, and then Mondays is a toss-up. We do a variety of different things on Mondays and stuff like that. But I'm really pleased on how this is all going, and I love this filter. And again, I'll put a link in the description and a link to Best in Pets. We'll see you guys next time.